Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So in this video, what I want to give you is 3 tips for dealing with exam stress. So everyone knows that during exam season, it can be really stressful for people, and there's no getting away from the fact that exams do cause a level of stress, anxiety or nervousness. So the first thing to realise is that that's okay. You're going to be stressed, you're going to be anxious, you're going to be nervous, but that's because it means so much to you. That's because it's important. So it's not about eliminating the stress, eliminating the anxiety. It's about having a plan that will help you to reduce the level of stress so that you can do your best. So the first thing is create a study plan and stick to it. Now, this might seem simple, but for many people, they'll create this elaborate study plan, 3 hours a day or 7 hours a day, and then I need to study from this time to this time, but they'll either not stick to it, or they'll be, lured away, if you like, by their friends and what their friends are doing or what their family are doing. And they'll say, I will do a bit of studying, but then this program's on, or I will do a bit of studying, but it's bank holiday, so I need to do this. You need to think that if this is a period of your life that is going to be tough, and for the next probably 3 months, or even for the next 3 weeks or whatever it is, you probably do need to knuckle down and just have this plan and just stick to it. I remember when I was studying for university, I remember when I was studying for my A-levels, no one saw me. None of my friends saw me. No one, I just got on with it. I was just thinking to myself, this is too important to waste. I had a plan, I had things on the wall, I had post-it notes, I had a bit of everything. So you need to do what works for you, create that plan and stick to it. The second thing is consider whether you want to be part of a study group. Some people feel that that's helpful. Other people find that more stressful. So the things to consider are you someone that learns by sharing the same information with others, and then they're receiving tips or information, and then it helps you because you bounce off each other? Or are you someone that becomes more confused when you're around lots of people and they've all got their own ways of working? You need to decide. Study groups can be helpful because they can also get you out of the house. You can do that in the library. You can have a bit of a chance to have a bit of a laugh as well. It can be social, it can be informal, but you also need to remember that if it's not for you and it's not something that's going to work, then don't introduce that as part of your study plan. The final thing is, sometimes people have exams coming up 3-4 weeks ahead and they're stressing already about it. And what you need to try and do is suspend the stress and say to yourself, I'm not going to be stressed and anxious for the next 3-4 weeks, because even if I'm stressed for 3 or 4 weeks, it's going to make no difference. The exam is still going to be at that time. I know that's hard to say or to do, but what you need to be thinking is almost giving yourself a pep talk. Give yourself a pep talk and say to yourself, I know that my exam's coming up in 3 or 4 weeks. I'm doing the work, I'm putting this study plan in, I'll do my best at the time, but I'm not going to have 3 weeks of worrying. It's just not going to happen. You almost have to say that to yourself. And then when you actually get to the exam, do your best, but don't overanalyze after you've finished. Every exam I've ever done in my life, once it's done, it's done. I don't start thinking, maybe sometimes if I've got another exam coming up, I might say, next time, give yourself more time for this, or possibly you could do this, but in a very objective way. But I'm not going to beat myself up or say, oh, you failed, or why did you do that, or why didn't you do this? Because it's pointless, because it's not going to change the outcome. It's not going to change what you've done. You can't go back and retake it. So they're my tips. If you have any other tips, please feel free to share them with other people, because I'm sure everyone can learn from each other. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. I hope you're enjoying these videos all throughout the month of May. And please feel free to leave your comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.